Bible relates that when the Jewish people left Egypt, they found a desert that didn't provide any food or drink. There's nothing in the desert, nothing grows there. But the Bible continues and tells us that God made manna fall from heaven every morning. And that was a complete food item that you found together with the dew in the morning, every morning. And by merit of Miriam, the sister of Moses, they always had water. There was always a well that accompanied them throughout their goings in the desert. One can imagine the happiness, the joy of the people when they saw the manna in the morning. They wouldn't die of hunger. The first day there was great rejoicing. It was extraordinary, and so on the following days. But there comes a moment when the miracle stops being a miracle. You feel it's part of nature. This is the way things are supposed to be. And you don't appreciate that it is an extraordinary event. You know, we're going to celebrate Hanukkah, the festival of lights in Jewish tradition. The Jews were able to reconquer once again the Holy Temple in Jerusalem, the Beit HaMikdash, and they didn't find any oil with which to light the candelabra, the menorah that illuminated that Beit HaMikdash. They found a small crucible of oil that only had enough oil for one day. But there was a miracle happened. The oil wasn't consumed the first day. The second day, for 8 days, there was light until there was enough time to prepare new oil, consecrated oil. Well, we have just received in our own family our 14th great-granddaughter. She had been in her mother's interior for 9 months, and then she comes out with 10 fingers. We counted them, maybe more than once. A heart that beats. She cries sometimes, periodically. It shows that she has vocal cords. Can there be a greater miracle than the birth of a new human being, a new baby, that is the product of the encounter of a sperm with the egg of a woman, and there you come a formed creature with all the abilities that will grow up into be a complete human being. Of course, our amazement is together with our joy, and we forget really the great miracle that a birth really is. You know, we have many new discoveries, telephones that are intelligent, you know, enormous TV screens that are half a quarter of an inch thick, I don't know. Are we capable of producing a human cell, which is really the basic ingredient of all our organs? The fact that the sun rises every morning, that we have summer, autumn, spring, that the stars in the heavens don't fall. Well, I'm really speaking of human terms that we know, because falling has something to do with the surface of the earth, with gravity. But, you know, the way things are, look at around you. The fact that you can walk and eat, sleep and wake up, think and love, all these things that we take for granted. How important it is to have a weekly day, in the Jewish case, Shabbat, Sabbath, or you should set aside a moment to reflect about, look at what you have in this world, look at what you really imbibe with your eyes, with your ears, with your smell. I think if we would do it, we would be more pleasant human beings in our relations with others. We would think of really important things, and we wouldn't think of little things that really occupy our minds many a time. I have mentioned this already before. I sit next to a window in my apartment and I can see the intercoastal of the United States. I can also see the ocean. Today in particular, the temperature is glorious. As they used to say in Lima, Peru, 0 degrees, neither cold nor hot. Beautiful, fresh, with a blue sky, nothing to interfere with your vision, no humidity really. You can see everything very clearly. What surrounds me is really a miracle, but I see it all the time. Shouldn't I really think how wonderful life really is? Don't look for the extraordinary things, manna coming from heaven. What you have around you is really a miracle that repeats itself daily. Life itself is a miracle. The fact that you get up from sleeping every morning is a miracle. Appreciate your life.